Have we just won La Liga? That's my question to you guys. Have we just won La Liga? Unbelievable. By the way, welcome back to the channel for another match reaction. And yeah, it was tough. I mean, the way we won this game with an own goal, we suffered the whole game. It was a very tough game. That Raphinha touch to clear the ball just before half time, and that Iñigo Martinez tackle in the 91 minutes of the game, is it me or every Barca fan have that same feeling as me that we have just won the league in here? This is the feeling that I have. These are the games where you win leagues. You have to win games this way to feel like a champion. Like to feel champions. Like this game is definitely one of them. And Inigo Martinez, for me, is having one of the best seasons for a centre back that I have seen for a while. What an unbelievable season this guy is having. Incredible. The way Hansen Flink transformed this guy into like this guy is just a beast, a monster. I mean, the season he's having is it reminds you of maybe I will go a bit too far, but I remember I watched Prime Maldini. I would say probably 50% of Prime Maldini. What a left foot centre back. What a player. The mentality he has, the mentality as a leader, you can tell that he's also a great leader. And it's just the mentality he has whenever he tackles, whenever one of his teammates go on defend or score a goal. It's just that mentality, that passion he has. I am the same, but yeah, what a season he's having. I think he's been clearly one of our best players. Like I said, it was a very tough game. It was not easy. I mean, Leganes is fighting to stay up, right? I actually tweet and I said, we must win this game. This game is just we need to win. We must win. But I knew it's going to be a tough game because Leganes is fighting to stay up, and we've seen when we played them this season. We've seen when Madrid played them this season. They've caused us problems. They've caused Madrid problems, and but yeah, it was a tough game. It was a very very strange game. Yeah, we do struggle playing against low block teams, but this game not just because Leganes was they defend but they looked well compact. As a low block team, that's what you need to do. But it's just like the way we was moving the ball, right? I'm gonna start with this. The way we was moving the ball was a bit slow. There was times where the game was just basically very slow, unless Leganos, every time they had the ball, that was the game plan, to try and play behind our defenders, play long balls, play counter attack. That's we expect them to do that, not just them. A lot of teams, that low block teams, seems to do that against Barca. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it's just the way we just couldn't dominate the game like we we have seen lots of times this season. But this is the kind of games where you will suffer the whole game, you will still get a 3 points. You need these games, like I've mentioned, you need this kind of games to have that champion mentality, to have that champion in your head. You need to win these games where you suffer, you didn't play well, but you did the job. The job was done, and the priority was to get a 3 points, which we did. 7 games to go, 7 points clear of Madrid. I'm actually recording this video as Madrid is playing right now, and it was like 15 minutes. We're still 0-0, but look, doesn't matter. We shouldn't be worried about Madrid. We should be worrying about ourselves. As long as we win our games, we know we're gonna win the league. But I just have the feeling, not just okay. This game probably gave me a stronger feeling than the other games, but that we're going to win the league. But I've been saying this for a very long time. I believe we're going to win the league, and I actually think we already won the league. But look, there's nothing guaranteed. There's still 7 games for us, so all we have to do is just focus and win our games. And with the game itself, like I said, it was tough. But second half, But before first half, let me talk about Balde. Obviously, he's been absolutely incredible for us this season. This Balde version is, one of the best left backs in the world. And if he stays fully fit and consistent, he is up there with, the best left back in the world. And shame that he felt something on his left hamstring. It looks like he will be out between 2 to 3 weeks, which is not so bad. But I just hope we don't rush him because we still need him like for the semi-finals of the Champions League. I know we still got the second leg against Dortmund, but come on, we're not always gonna have them nightmares when we see in the past from Roma, from Liverpool and stuff. But I believe we're gonna go through, and yeah, we just need to make sure we don't rush Balde. It's shame to for him to get injured at this time of the season where there's not many games left. We in there to win the treble still, and he was playing very well as well. So it's a bit shame and sad to see it, but I'm not. He will come back stronger, and we're gonna see the best of Balde like we've seen this season. But with Gerard Martin, I have to be honest with you guys. As always, I thought Gerard Martin, come on, he did well because he's been doing well. It's not just this game, but he's been doing well lately. Every time that he has a chance to play, and let's not forget, a goal come from him because he was the one who won the ball, won that tackle, then Raphinha on and across, then on goal, right? I, j- I get like, we've seen, like this kind of game is very tough, but Raphinha again, I thought Raphinha mainly second half. Yeah, we was better in the second half, but in that second half, Raphinha, we needed once again. We do miss that kind of energy from Raphinha that we do have from Fermin Lopez. Some most of the times, Fermin Lopez as well. Start waking up a little bit in the second half, but one of the main reasons in here was because we've changed our midfield. Frankie de Jong coming on just gave us just different kind of game with possession, being a bit quicker, moving the ball quicker. And Frankie de Jong gave us that again, game changing. And Frankie de Jong, he's been brilliant. He's been brilliant. And we saw a different Pedri as well. This wasn't this wasn't a great performance from Pedro, which is her normal performance, normal again, and a good performance. But obviously, we've seen better, and Pedro did struggle a bit in the first half, but majority of all other players did struggle through the game. But you have to also give credit to Leganes because they are fighting to stay up. They did fight on this game, and they was close. They had the chances. Let me talk about as well Szczesny. I mean, 22 games unbeaten since he started playing for Barca, right? Szczesny again, he got man of the match, made some important saves again yesterday. He looked solid. He's just improving. He's getting better. It's the same with Gerard Martin. I think he's improving his game. But Snezzy again, I mean, he's a talisman, I mean, he's just unbelievable. He's been very, very good since he joined. Yeah, he had a few games where, lack of concentration, still trying to adapt from, a new system, and but he's doing amazing against Nezzy's Bane. He's definitely for sure. I'm sure that every Barca fan, and I'm sure Hansen Flink knows that he will be our goalkeeper for the rest of the season. But yeah, Frankie de Jong was a game changing. We had that chance from Fermin Lopez. Some of you will remember. I mean, he did the hardest work and the easy one he missed, right? I mean, the way he dribble past three Leganes playing inside the box, but he's missed. You can't just not miss that. But look, it happened. Is Fermin Lopez been brilliant as well. And yeah, I mean, it was tough. It was tough. The whole game was tough. Conde again. I mean, Conde. This is, I think, he's over 100 games straight. This guy has played over straight in a row over 100 games. How is it possible? And the performance he put, because I thought Conde, there was times that a bit of space. He seems to always, be exposed quite easily with his spaces, but he was brilliant again. And, Eric Garcia obviously plays in midfield, wasn't working. He wasn't working. And we know the kind of player like Enrique Garcia is when he plays as a midfield against this kind of teams. I don't think we need it. It's the same if I mention about Casado. It's better to have a Frankie de Jong, player who will will drive the ball better. And Eric Garcia did struggle in the first half. That's why as well Pedro struggled a little bit. But changing him, Araujo, I don't know why Araujo come off, but to be honest, looks like he's fine. But bringing Frankie de Jong obviously changed, but Eric Garcia going as a centre back again. Decent game from him overall. I think he's been brilliant as well. I think everyone with the changes in the second half, obviously Gavi coming on. Love to see that energy. We needed 1-0 up. We're trying to hold the result. We're just trying to get at 3 points. That was our priority, and we did. And yeah, I mean Lewandowski had, you have to still give credit to him the way he made the run to put pressure on the defender to score their own goal. But yeah, it was not the best for him. He's the same with Yamal. Let's be honest. Yamal did not have a good game. It was not his day, but it doesn't matter. This guy has done so much. This guy has been in there. This guy has, saved us lots of times. You cannot always have, a good game. You cannot always. You will have games like this, but having games like this where you feel like you're not playing well will only make better. You cannot get. One thing I always say is that you cannot get worse. You can only get better. And when you see games like this, like Yamal, I'm talking about mainly Yamal, Lewandowski, which their performance wasn't great, but this guy has been insane this season. But having a performance like this, you watch the next game that this guy's going to go out there, he's going to put in a master class performance. You're going to see Lewandowski scoring the next games. You're going to see Yamal, dribbling players like he's in a park playing with his friends, and it's normal for this kind of games to happen. And like I said, it's like our performance, which was not a great performance, tough performance, winning with an own goal, is this is this is the games that you feel you need it sometimes to feel that to feel like a champion. You do need these kind of games. It's the same with these players. They need this performance to make sure that you are human. You cannot always play well. But yeah, look, I'm super happy the fact that we won it, and that's what I want to. It doesn't mean we don't. Hey, we expect us to. All Barca fans expect us to score 3, 4 goals in every game. That's not possible, right? But winning games like this makes you feel that it sometimes is better, feels better. You have a better feeling than when you win games with by 3, 4 goals. And yeah, I mean, very happy. Not much to say. Yeah, I've been missing a few match reaction, like the Dortmund game and stuff. Like I always say, not always have time, unfortunately, but I always try my best. But yeah, look, it was like at this point, at that game, I was like, I don't care. And actually, at this point of the season, I don't actually care how we play anymore, as long as we win trophies. We win games and win trophies. I do actually, you guys know I support Barca. I'm a big football fan of a beautiful football. That's why I support Barca. But at this point of the season, I just don't care how we play. I don't care how we win, which the way we win or not. I mean, I just don't care. All I want is us to win games and win trophies. We've played the best football in Europe for the last seven months. We about to make history again. I strongly believe we got a big chance to win the treble. But even if we don't win, like I said, I just don't care. At this point, I don't care how we play. I just want to win games and win trophies. That's where you come to this point of the season where all you care about now is not how you play anymore. You had the previous 7 months where you build your team, you build your play, you build your style of play, you build the team, you build the team tactic and mentality how to play. But now for the next, I don't know, 4, 6, 7, 8 weeks until the end of the season, I just don't care how we play. We've played, like I said, we played good football, beautiful football, the best in Europe. But now it's time to win games and win trophies. We've done it. We've done it. The beautiful style. We've done the beautiful side. Now we need a bit of the ugly side, if you know what I mean, and win trophies, win games, and win trophies. And I know most of you will understand me, but yeah, look, super happy as always, and another match reaction. And God bless you all, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you.